Good morning, everyone. I want to try it again. Good morning. Welcome to the Center for Spiritual Living in person and online streaming. My name is Miki Suzuki, and I'm here to welcome you all and also get you to sing with me. Will you help me sing our opening song? I felt that we need a lot of peace in our minds and everywhere. So the words are Om Shanti, Om Shanti, Om Shanti, and Shanti Om. Can you handle that? I thought so. Let there be peace in my mind. Let there be peace in the earth. Om Shanti, Om Shanti, Shanti Om. Om Shanti, Om Shanti, Om Shanti, Shanti Om. Om Shanti, Om Shanti, Om Shanti, Shanti Om. Om Shanti, Om Shanti, Om Shanti, Shanti Om. Peace inside my mind, God and only God is moving me. Peace inside me mind, God and only God I live to see. Om Shanti, Om Shanti, Om Shanti, Shanti Om. 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 Peace inside my heart, God and only God is moving me. Peace inside my heart, God and only God I live to see. Om Shanti, Om Shanti, Om Shanti, Shanti Om. 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 Peace inside the earth, God and only God is moving me. Peace inside the earth, God and only God I live to see. Om Shanti, Om Shanti, Om Shanti, Shanti Om. 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 Om Shanti, Om.
Let's say that together. According to at least 1 billion people on the earth, to say Om massages the heart and opens the consciousness to universal vibration, beyond words, universal essence. So let's do it again. And so in that essence, beyond description, beyond condition, beyond opinion, there is a peace. And it exists within the heart of all creation, within the heart of each person, whether we're aware of it or not. It exists within the heart of each sentient being. And boy, there's more sentient beings than we know of. It exists within the heart of the earth. How lovely is that? So as we allow ourselves to drop opinions, and we drop concerns, and we drop our thoughts of things, we can just sit in the pool of peace that was in the beginning. And we allow ourselves to sit here in this sanctuary, this safe place, to know an inner peace. And from this inner peace, I speak my word of blessing for each person in this room. I speak my word of blessing for each person online and each person that will be watching later. May that peace permeate us at a deep cellular level so we know the order, the balance, and the harmony of heaven here and now. And so it is.
Om Shanti, Om Shanti, Om Shanti, Shanti. 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 Om Shanti,
I don't want to blow this energy up, but I got to say a few things. So I invite you to stay in the Om energy as I welcome you into this community where we take this ancient wisdom like Om and we apply it to everyday life and create use principles at work, in business, in a men's group, and growing older. All of us here are aging. Sharon, Ramey, and I are offering a class this year to take aging and grace and bring it together in becoming an elder. And you're invited to join us. We'd love you to join us. It's no age limit either direction, because I wish I'd have known some things earlier. We're a community here that is involved in creating a world that works for all. And we do that by connecting. And so we invite you to connect. Whether you're online, welcome, or you're in the room. Connection allows us to come together and create a greater energy for good in the world. That's what we're about. Whether it's in business, which I teach here also, or day to day in our driving and getting around and in this community. We allow ourselves to be lifted by the energy of the Om and our community. So I'm glad you're here and online and in this room and whenever you're listening. I think you're going to have an interesting day. It's got some beautiful music and some great message and some wonderful opportunities to come together, be of service, and to grow in spirit. Now I get to do a fun thing, which is invite Steve Mason up. He's our guest musician today. I love that we bring Northwest musicians into our community. And I have also had the experience of having him at a men's group, that he was part of our program. And all I can say is that the campfire that night was amazing after what he did with his music for us as a group. Thank you for being here, Steve.
So here's a timeline. I'll give you 4, 18, and 50. When I was 4, riding in the back of my parents' Buick Special station wagon, It was, I think, frost green and had windows along the roofline. I loved that car. I don't know why. My mom had the radio on, and this song Yesterday had just come out by the Beatles. And I thought, I want to do that, you know? I didn't know what that was, but I knew it felt so good, and I wanted to do that, right? I didn't have words like uplift and making the journey great and all those sorts of things in my mind. But then 18 came along, and I'd been playing guitar a while, trying to woo a gal by the railroad tracks in Everett, Washington. It wasn't quite as lovely a place back then. But I thought, you know, I'm going to write a song someday called Rise Above the Rails, because I wanted to detach from where I'd been and get out of town and all that stuff. So it only took me till I was 50 to write a song called Rise Above the Rails. So that's what this is called. First time that I picked up a guitar, I dreamed I'd maybe someday be a star. I held concerts in my head from the corner of my bed, but I knew that wouldn't take me very far. Now dreams are often shoved into a drawer, locked up out of sight behind some door. Oh, the heart that one denies, if it's given no reply, it might take us down a dark path evermore. Like we're stuck upon some rails, down a long line of track, and never seeing round the bend, forever looking back. But if we rise above the rails, share the passion that's inside, our treasures and our truth, maybe just a little time to soar into the sky, open, blue and wide, the giving of our gifts. There's no effort in the climb when we rise above the rails. Now what about the dream of MLK? He showed the people they just might have a say. Or if Mandela in his cell had been broken by that hell, where would justice find its home today? We'd be stuck upon some rails and down a long line of track, and never seeing round the bend, forever looking back. But if we rise above the rails, share the passion that's inside, our treasures and our truth, maybe just a little time to soar into the sky, open, blue and wide, giving of our gifts. There's no effort in the climb when we rise above, rise above, rise above, rise above the rails. When we rise above the rails. Thank you. Thanks.
Thank you, dear practitioners, for praying that that would work again. I was in prayer. Yoo-hoo! And a great song. I can see why you would be the star of the campfire. No, really. That's a compliment. So how many of you have thought, well, this has been a week? Whoa. So funny, not funny. Today's talk title was Begin with Why, and I bet some of you were asking why. Why? Why? I need to get a little bit onto why before I move on to the rest of the talk. Because I think we need to talk about what's happening in our country and how we can participate in creating what we want. Not from that's bad, but are we willing to have something different? So I'm not here to say something's wrong. I'm here to say there's a reason that if you feel bad, there may be a reason, and the reason that you feel bad is also your call to co-create something different. Because some people are okay. Does that make sense? Why is really the purpose. I think people need to know their purpose they incarnated. Then they need to have intentions for living life that not only fulfills their purpose, but also allows them to have a good time. I'm not about martyrdom. I mean, I know what my purpose is. I have it. And when I'm on track, I feel good about it. It was Howard Thurman. By the way, Howard Thurman was the first minister to have a totally integrated church. And it was in San Francisco, which, kind of makes sense. But he defied and then he broke through to so many places. And Howard Thurman said, don't ask the world what the world needs, ask what makes you come alive, because the world needs people who are alive. And one of the ways to feel really alive is to know what your purpose is and be fulfilling it. So I bet your purpose, one of them, is to inspire people through your music, because you like music and you like inspiration. It's really that simple. What do you do well, and how is it helping somebody else? I mean, it could be that simple. And you could also make it very complicated. And I need to tell you a little bit about why, because I was at a Great I Am. Great I Am. Well, what am I? What comes after I am? I was at a Great I Am retreat that also called for deep listening. And we spent an evening or, a large part of Saturday finding purpose. So not just finding a purpose like it was hidden and you had to look for it. It's not Easter egg hunt. It was discovering what's inside of you that was probably inside of you when you decided I'll take form on planet Earth. And by the way, a lot of mystics have said there's people waiting for these positions. So, they want to come to planet Earth for some reason, just to prove that what is true of spirit can be true in form as well. So that's another philosophical conversation. I now don't drink coffee. I drink Diet Coke. So over Coke and coffee. How's that? That sounds odd though. Diet Coke and coffee. Nice philosophical conversation. But what was so interesting is that I had done it 2 years before, and almost everybody walked out of there with a purpose, but it was really difficult. It took a lot of chi, and I said I'd never do it again. And I thought, well, maybe this time will be easier. But it's so easy. It was so easy for people to dabble and then stop and say, well, I'll think about it later, because finding that purpose means that you have to go against your habit, and the habit of the ego is let's not rock the boat. But to discover it is so amazing, because it's like It's like, so when I would hear people say their purpose and it was their purpose, it was like, I want you to close your eyes and imagine this, because it was almost like one of those video games where their avatar would pull out a flaming sword and move it through the air, and the truth of their purpose could just sing and cut through obstacles. It was that powerful when a purpose is known. Woof. That's the why of life. Because you are here for a reason. Another way that I've done it is to move people back right before incarnation, not past lives, none of that stuff. I don't know. But right before incarnation, when we know what we are, not who, what. When we know what we are, right before we say, I'm going to forget what I am, every soul makes a promise to the other souls around them to say, I'm going, and I am going for this purpose at this time. And honestly, I think that everyone that's probably in this room came to this planet at this time in this country because of a high and holy purpose. A big why. A really big why. And why, and living that why, is more powerful than why is this happening and then dropping it. Because that's asking out here, why is this happening? Instead of, why am I here and what am I to do? What am I to contribute? What am I to think? What am I to sing? What am I to bring forth? Now that's a different kind of why, isn't it? It's a why that vibrates inside of you. I mean, this is some of the things I've asked, like, why do we need all the oil in Venezuela? I asked, why Greenland? Why was a nice lady who said nice things to an ICE officer shot 3 times in the face? I mean, just why? And I don't have an answer. Except I think that I just want to start with a word. And this is going to be triggering. Apocalypse. And it's not a movie, and it's not the Bible foretelling the end of times. It is actually, the other name for that word was actually, it meant destruction, revelation, and the opportunity for radical rebirth. It's traced back to a Greek root, and in the explanation, it says that the real word was disclosure, not end, disclosure. And a great. I forgot what her name was, but she said, things are not getting worse, they're getting uncovered. We hold each other tight and continue to pull back the veil. What's being uncovered is that humankind is sometimes not humane. And it's been this way forever, my dears. And look, any time in history, I mean, social media and TV blows everything up. But sometimes the ego is so frail and so afraid that it does things that are not kind, that are not compassionate, that are not thoughtful, that are truly unskilled. Humankind throughout any time, except, of course, I will say when there were matriarchal governments, but I have to do more research on that. The Philistines and others were anyway, but that's historical, and I'm not getting into there. But now it's like, oh my gosh, this is horrible. Yes, it is, and it's always been. But also the other word that goes with this from the Greek means to also totally redo. Maybe we're being asked to totally let one way of working end and another way of working rise up. To rise up. It does not necessarily mean apocalyptic with the Greek, and when you really study the word, it does not mean the end of the world, it means the end of an age. We've gone through the agricultural age, the industrial age, the information age, and are we in the information age or what? Lots of information. The thing that will change us is the consciousness age, which has been foretold. Because if we've got all the information, but we don't have the divine intelligence to handle that information, it can be destructive. And I believe that people who are uncomfortable with what's happening, it's because you already know we need to go into another age. We need to go into the consciousness age. And maybe you are the people that can help bring that about by making sure that your consciousness is in alignment with divine intelligence and infinite love. And it's called wisdom. Wisdom. How many of you would just like a whole lot more wisdom? Because so that you know that what you do is effective, not only for you and your family and your friends, but that actually starts to shift things and brings about a whole new way of living and experiencing life. That's what this talk is about. I'm influenced by soul medicine for a fractured world, healing, justice, and the path of wholeness. Because what she says is, we're not going to make the world whole unless we accept our own wholeness. Unless we accept our own divinity, our spiritual magnificence, and we live, we speak, and we act out of that. Then, not only do we find our steady place in the world, we have our roots deep into spiritual truth, so stuff happens and we get knocked around, but we don't fall over. And we don't have to get depressed and we don't have to get anxious. We go, like one of those little dolls that have the balls on the bottom and you go bang, 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 and then it never falls over. Think of yourself that way. That's what being grounded is. They talk about being grounded. That's it. Boom, boom, boom. So? But you're not only grounded, you become an epicenter for a whole new way of doing things, which is cooperation, compassion, and togetherness. And the realization that the only way for us to have harmony is that the world does have to work for everyone. But if enough people hold that, guess what? It's not this. According to her, it's not trickle down, make them different, make them different. It's not new. Rising up. Rising up. We move into the consciousness age when we move into the power of the collective, acknowledging our oneness through cooperation. Now that's versus forced compliance. Haven't we seen forced compliance? Does that work? Oh, heck no. Even when you were a kid. How many of you ever had those big family meetings, where you're supposed to be nice to your cousin? You're supposed to be nice to you be nice to your cousin. Yes, I'll be nice to my cousin. And then as soon as no adult was looking, I didn't do that. It was done to me. Be nice to your cousin until nobody's looking. How many of you have done that? Forced compliance. How many of you had forced compliance work with your kids? I didn't see any hands. How many of you had forced compliance worked when you were a kid? How many of you snuck out? Yeah. Well, we know that doesn't work. There might be a new age that we need to move into, which is the collective, acknowledging our oneness through cooperation. The new age of consciousness will be the power of intention, which is acknowledging focus. The age of focus on a thing versus scattered energy and frustration. The power of love, acknowledging the healing of wholeness versus blame, shame, and regret. The power of purpose, acknowledging why we are here on earth at this time versus wanting others to get their stuff together. Because it would just don't bother me, you just get your stuff together. No, what's my stuff? What am I to do? The mystical answer to this is that God is drawing us to itself. And I believe that people show up in places like this and other places. They are students of Richard Rohr. They're students of Hindu and Buddhist teachers. They're students of a lot of people who are saying, get right with yourself and then move out into the world. And this is... This is powerful, and so I want to help. Who would like to have help finding their purpose? Okay. There are note cards in the seat backs in front of you. In this group of purple things, there's the bottom one that says notes. Take that out. There's also pins available. We're not going to go through the whole process, but I will ask you some questions. And these questions come from a teacher that I really admire, and it's Brother Tete. He is from Ghana, and he's been here to our center twice. And I never seem to get him before he's all booked up in the United States. But maybe this year. Maybe he can come to Seattle first before he goes to the LA area. And he's got some questions for you, and I'm going to ask you those questions as well. But I'm going to give you the very simple reason, a simple way to know your purpose, just in shorthand, which is, what aspect of God do you think most demonstrates through your being? Like for some of you it might be love, for some of you it might be order, some of you it might be truth, some of you it might be peace. What aspect of God or divine quality, what magnificent thing in you is most prevalent in your awareness? So that's just one word, not a description. One word, and then the other way to look at it is, and what do you like to do? And where those two meet, you probably have your purpose. Now, what I like to do is talk about God. I really like to talk about God. And I have an insight, I have an intuition, I know things, I just know things. I don't hear things, I don't see things, but I just know things. So I like to talk about what I see and know. What I like to do is ride horses. But I also like to organize. So I think I took my organizational skills and talk about God through my intuition, and so I've been running a church. So that's where that was. Because horse people, I found, are not as interested in the things that I'm interested in. But they're changing slowly. It's amazing. I've already got 2 converts. But just by showing up and being positive. So that's the easy way. But now I want to share with you the way that Brother Tete would do it. He says, ask yourself 3 questions. I'm going to ask you the questions. You may not know the answers right away, but I'd love for you to just take those questions home and ruminate on them. Just think about them. So the questions are, what are the spiritual qualities that make you who you are? What spiritual qualities make you who you are? It might be I'm compassionate. It might be I'm creative. It might be I'm artistic. Because do you know that art is just love made visible? Art is just love made visible. It's the power. Art and creativity is the power to move people in such a way because you are sharing your essence with them, whether it's in poetry, short stories, sculptures, paintings, flower arrangements. So, what are those qualities? You may be creative, insightful, healing, collaborative, nurturing, brave, disciplined, whatever. Then the next question is, now this, just write the question down. What is the impact that each of these qualities is seeking to bring to the world? What do those qualities want to do in the world as they express uniquely through you? What does my creativity want to do in the world? You know, I like to do collage. I really like to do collage. But I don't like doing the collage where I'm just doing landscapes. I've done some, and Uncle Jack has one because he liked it. But what I really like doing is collages that create, that have a spiritual essence to them, that convey worship. My art wants to convey worship. That's what I really like to do. So my insight really wants to help people see where their blocks are, and I'm really good at it. I'll not look at some of you. Then, everybody got those two questions? Okay, so qualities, impact. How does it going to impact the world? The last question is, Brother Tete, he calls himself Brother Tete's third question is one of vision. He asks, through the embodiment of these qualities and through their impacts, what is the world I want to see? What is the world I want to see? Just some brief things. I did this kind of work with, it took us 3 hours, but I did this work with a group in San Jose a few years ago. And we just did the easy method. And one woman loved playing in her band, and she also was very cognizant that what she wanted to do in the world, play in the band, but the thing she wanted to contribute to the world was to alleviate homelessness. So she and her band would play once a month, and all the proceeds would go to support shelters. And that enriched her. Now, she did other things, but her purpose was to find ways to help people find homes. And she used her talent, which was playing, and she was popular, so people would pay their cover whatever. Can you tell I haven't been out in a while? You know, that's what happens when you live in the country and it takes 45 minutes to get to the nearest anything. But anyway, so they would pay the cover charge, and then she'd also take other donations. And she was a great support for some homeless shelters in the San Jose area. And that was fulfilling. The other stuff was contributing to her as a human being, so she got to have a life, but she was fulfilling part of the purpose, which was to eliminate something. What is the world that you would like to see? I want heaven on earth. I want nothing less than heaven on earth. And heaven to me is harmony. Because harmony means everything's balanced and everything works together. And the way that I've found that I can help most people find that harmony is for them to be in alignment with their spiritual self. Because I've noticed that when people really find that essence of God, their anxiety, their depression, their confusion, and their reluctance, and their I can't. I don't know how to, you know what I'm saying? I can't. Just disappears. And then all of a sudden, they're in more harmony. That's what I love to do. Just harmony, heaven, one person at a time. Works. And it feels good. And I also, this is not about, that's my whole life, because in the Bible it says the servant is worth their compensation. So I tell God, I'll do this for you, and I want horses to ride. And I want to be able to feed them. Thank you very much. I don't ask a lot. Everybody got their questions? Everybody have a sense, even beginning the sense, because I'm planting the seeds. I do believe that those people born here now are being asked to contribute to the new age, the age of consciousness. The age of we can make a difference. No, not we can make a difference. We are the difference. We are the ones we've been looking for. We are the ones that we've been pleading others to be. We are that. We are that. We are that. That's why it's important that you know your why, and that once you know it, that you participate in some small way every day to fulfill that why. Now that is where satisfaction and fulfillment come. And so many people are wanting to acquire and gain fame and all that stuff because they're not full inside. When you live for your why, you're full. You feel good. You don't need the stuff. Now, the stuff is nice. I'm not saying don't have stuff. I have stuff. I have 3 horses. That's my stuff. I didn't get a new car. But I am thinking of a new horse. And I know, I just can't get it. Anyway, I told Tim, and he didn't fall over, so we're making progress. Anyway. It's not the horse. It's the rest of the story that's really the issue. But anyway. Anybody up for finding their why? You will love it. It is something that is your North Star. It is your compass. It is your guiding light. How am I using what God has given me to be part of this immaculate system, this organization of interconnectedness? And how does my life make a difference for others? Wow. And it could be something as simple, and I love it. This one person said that her purpose, and I believe that's true because sometimes we incarnate for all sorts of reasons. Her purpose, she's sure, is to support her children, and her children are doing amazing things with a whole big group of people. She is there so that they can do this. And it's like that's fulfilling. So it doesn't have to be grandiose. We don't have to be Nelson Mandela. We don't have to have our name known or put in books. But when we know that what we do is what we came here to do, something rings inside our heart. My purpose is to use my humor. I didn't ask to be funny. Actually, sometimes I just listen to myself and think, well, God, that was really funny, and everybody laughs, but I don't try. God gave me humor. I use my humor and my insight. I know things. I watch people, and I know when they say the truth, and their truth heals them. And I know when they're lying. And I'll say, well, let's just keep digging. Let's go a little deeper so that the truth is known, because truth heals. Truth sets free. And when you continue to repeat something that your mind likes, but you're still in a stuck rut, you have not told yourself your truth. And I help people with that. I use my humor and my insight to inspire and empower people to live closer to their God, which is always their answer, thereby establishing more harmony on earth. Because when people are in harmony with their God and their life purpose, when they are in alignment, spirit, mind, and body, they don't add to the dysfunction. They don't add to the chaos. They become the antidote. My why will always be my why. And I will be changing assignments, for I will be retiring at the end of this year. Yeah, it's okay. Have your feelings, honey. But I still work for God, and my purpose is eternal. I'll be doing what I do till the day I take my last breath. So whoever's in hospice with me better just... Because I'm going to be saying, bring it on. Because that's what I do. The purpose of this church is to make the world a better place one person at a time, one project at a time. That purpose has been eternal since over 102 years ago when Netta Holmes said, I want to make life better in the Seattle area. So we will make that life better in the Seattle area, whether I'm around or not. And since I won't be retiring till the end of the year, there'll be lots of time to say hello and goodbye and to, go through all of the emotions. There will be sadness for a while. There's glee in some people. Because I know things. Anger, because I know things. Sadness, because I know things. But I also know that when you find your purpose, you will go through this year with a sense of equilibrium. And you won't get off course. Things will happen and you'll bounce back. And we've got plenty of time to say our goodbyes and our appreciations and express love. I am not a huggy, touchy, feely person. Some people are like giggling, oh, really? News. And part of that is because I didn't get it as a kid. But so it's uncomfortable. But it doesn't mean I don't love. And my love shows up as wanting you to have the best life you possibly can. And I will dedicate every day of this year to this congregation having the best life they can and to waking up to the purpose to make this world a better place. And so it is.
I was telling Mickey and Don and Bruce that moving the stuff around and so on, it's like, does it take too long? But I think you needed that break, right? So I trust divine order in the songs that come to mind to play or come to heart to play. And this one, I don't know why today, but it seems like it may just fit. So I'll tell you about Bruce. I don't mean Springsteen. You know about him. This is about Bruce, who lives at an assisted living place, and he's 95, played bass all his life. Ba-ding-ding-ding, upright bass, stand-up bass. And after every song I play, when I go play for them at his community, he says, one more song. After every song. And he's right, except for the last one. So as far as the why for me, that was so helpful. And I mean, that's such a trite word, but it's just helpful in the deepest way. So I wrote this song. I told Bruce, I'm going to write you a song called One More Song, because wouldn't it be great for a musician to have a song when somebody says one more song, right? And I wanted to call it that, but instead, you never know what's going to come out when you start doing anything, whether it's baking or definitely for me, anyway. So it's called Until We Meet Again. Oh, and you have a part. You may have heard of a song called This Little Light of Mine. So let's start with that, because I think there's just something amazing when we all get to share our love and whatever vibration that is between each other when we sing. So let's start with that. This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. This little light of mine, yes sir, I'm gonna let it shine. This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. Let it shine, let it shine, let it shine. Everywhere I go, everywhere I go, I'm gonna let it shine. No, everywhere I go, I'm gonna let it shine. Everywhere I go, I'm gonna let it shine. Let it shine, 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 let it shine. What rhymes is one more time. Let it shine, let it shine, let it shine. Well, there's something about a song when we all sing along, when we come together just like lifelong friends. Every heart can be healed, it's perfect and it's real, and the power carries on after the music ends. So bless our timeless hearts in this moment filled with grace, connecting with the melody, all us people in this place. And though everything must end, let's sing one more song. And then, when it's time to say goodbye instead, let's say, until we meet again. We are magic by design, earthbound and divine. Choirs of angels, they lift us up to shine. 'Cause we're sisters and we're brothers, we're part of each other. When we're singing, bringing beauty to this time. So bless our timeless hearts in this moment filled with grace, connecting with the melody, all our souls here in this place. I know every song must end, let's sing one more song. And then, when it's time to say goodbye instead, let's say, until we meet again. Let's enjoy the view, just listen to the love pour out of me and you. I can hear it, one more song. Let's keep singing, let's keep singing, let's keep singing all night long. So bless our timeless hearts in this moment filled with grace, connecting with the melody, all us people in this place. Though every song must end, let's sing just one more. And then, when it's time to say goodbye instead, let's say, until we meet again. This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. this little light of mine. I'm gonna let it shine, 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 let it shine. Last time. Let it shine, let it shine, let it shine. Good singing. Thanks, everybody.
So, some things remain the same. Announcements. And we will also be taking an offering. Who has the basket? Oh, thank you, Renee. Okay, you can bring this up and put it right there. Thank you so much. All righty. So, my dears, here are some, all the ways that you can give are here. And I really appreciate all the support to keep us vital and healthy as an organization. And that's, I'm looking at the people online because I know a lot of people watch online. And hello. And it's great to have your support as well. And we make it really easy. You can do Venmo or text to give or go to our website or our mobiles. We have actually our own mobile app. So lots of ways to do that. And that's the same for all of you in here too. But before we actually let you participate in the offering, because you do participate. It's that word. It's that thing. Here's some things. Today at 1:30, so that gives you time to go have a nice leisurely brunch. We are having a vision board workshop. Yay. So, oh yeah, it will be fun. Lots of cutting, lots of pasting, lots of vision. It's really going to be exceptional. It will be in the fellowship hall starting at 1:30. And then we also have some classes that are your investment in your spiritual future. Because it's one thing to say, oh yeah, I can do this, and we give you tools. So first of all, there's a whole year-long money mastery. I don't know that I'm going to do the 6-week money mastery again. Don't feel called to do it. But I do want to take a group of people through a year thing, because it's one thing to know the principles. It's another thing to be coached in living those principles. Now therein lies the, oh, well, I know it, but am I doing it? And having a small group of accountability, and then learning a thing and then applying it, and learning a thing and applying it, it's like a great collage, many layers. And then eventually you end up with a mastery of money consciousness. That's interesting. We could have it hand out diplomas, a master of men. Oh, I'm working with this. Master of money. Oh, okay, there we go. Anyway, I'm also teaching a year-long living as a mystic, because that's what I'm trying to do myself. And it seems to be working. So you think a thing and it's done, instead of a whole lot of processing. According to things I'm learning, when you go into consciousness, it's much less processing, because you need less information. You have to deal with information. You just go into knowing God and having things show up. So that's available. Also, there is the tool that is so important, and that's called affirmative prayer. And Jerry, stand up. Jerry will be teaching affirmative prayer. Yes. And so they already have a theme song, powerful theme song. Well, it's by, write this down on your note paper. You know how you're writing everything down? It's Good Vibes Tribe, 1111. And the song is,
I speak, it is done.
I speak, it is done. Oh, yeah. Snap, snap. I can't snap, but so snap. All right. Also, beginning at the end of January, but sign up now, is What Would Jesus Do? And that is an introductory course to not just seeing him as the Christ, but awakening our own Christ consciousness by doing what Jesus did. Do what he did, you gain the consciousness. We do not worship Jesus. We try to follow him because he was, hot stuff. I mean, he had some great spiritual technology, probably one of the best spiritual ninjas I've ever known. So why wouldn't I do what he did? And I'll tell you, the reason people don't do what he did was it's hard. What? Not take things personally? What? Not criticize? What? Just let God talk for you? What?
Heck, no, the whole world, so much of the Western culture is let's just worship him and then do what we want. Anyway. So if you'd like to elevate your Christ consciousness, because you do have a Christ consciousness, everybody does. We've just got it tucked away in a closet. If you'd like to bring it out, ooh, coming out of the closet, ooh, there's a whole new meaning to that now. Anyway, if you'd like your spiritual magnificence to come out of the closet, you might want to take that class. But right now, we want to do something that we've been doing for a whole lot of years, and Kathy Lindsay's going to tell you about it.
So my name is Kathy Lindsay. I'm the chairperson of the Create a Better World Committee and the head coach for the Super Bowl. So I have two invitations for you. One is donate to the Super Bowl, whether it be cans of food or money. They really appreciate money.
The way it's sold. Super Bowl.
Souper. Super Bowl. Anyway, so as Kathianne says. So bring cans of soup, chili, money. Money is great because the places that we're giving to food banks, a hot meal program, and a tiny home community can actually buy more than we can buy. But, there's great sales at Safeway right now, and so bring whatever you'd like. Our goal this year is $12,000. Yep. Last year we did over 10. So, for the fan number 12, we're going for $12,000. That's my first invitation. We're collecting through the Super Bowl, when the Seahawks might be playing the Denver Broncos again, so we shall see. So then second invitation is, so we are wonderfully supported by the center, the Create a Better World Committee, and every month we give a $100 donation to 3 charitable organizations. And we need your input. Where do you want that money to go? So we have little slips of paper that you could write the stuff down or submit it on the member page on Facebook. So please give us ideas about where you'd like those donations to go. Thank you so much, and thank you for helping create a better world.
Woo! That is actually where some of your money goes. Some of the money actually goes to support Create a Better World. It helps us do tiny houses. It helps us do rebuilding together. It helps us do a whole lot of things. This is on top of that. So we can do this. We are super. Those are all of my announcements. Let's just check inside. Well, I'm going to check inside. I've already checked inside. I'd love for you to check inside and let your heart speak. Word of God speak within the heart. What is mine to contribute today? How do I support this organization whose purpose is to create a better world, whose purpose is to wake people up to their spiritual magnificence so that they may have a life that is harmonious and that they may be an epicenter for harmony in the world? That's what you support through your gift. And I am so grateful. And for those of you that are here for the first few times, I just want to let you know our wonderful Marjorie is going to be blessing you when you come up. Also, we do ask you to come up because it was a pandemic thing. How many of you have noticed that you still have pandemic habits? Like you really like sweats now more than you used to, and that you have a whole bunch more than you used to. How many of you know that you have nice tops? And how many of you? I mean, really? Okay, all right. So some things still last. And so during the pandemic, when people didn't want to pass plates around because of germs and stuff, we just put a basket up here. But it became kind of fun. It's like taking a stand for what I believe in. And it also helps us move around a little bit more. And I'm all for your health. So I love you, I bless you, and we accept your gift, and you can bring it forward now. Thank you.
Hi, I'm Donald Thorpe, him, her, him, he. I'd like to invite everybody online to the online prayer circle with Anita. And if anybody in-house wants a prayer circle as well, I invite you with Cynthia, the smiling angel over there, for prayer. I invite everybody to breathe deeply into that unity. We share this moment together as one, unified, inseparable. And because of that, we share one another's joy, one another's love, and we share one another's pain. But we can also share one another's healing. And so I pray for us, this community, this world, that we all share in that healing, in that love, in the transitions that are happening now and that will happen in the future. And let that love carry us. All of those who are at home and all of those that are here, let it carry us to the next evolution of humanity, starting with each and every individual here and spreading out across the world. And so I am knowing that that love starts here, and flows outward, and that nothing is left untouched. Nothing is left unhealed. All is good. And so it is.
All right. Closing song. It's called Stand. So I invite you to stand. And also, I also invite you to join me on stage. I will sing the intro, so you have plenty of time to come up here. By the way, Jake is on well-deserved vacation. So today, we were supported by Sean right here. Thank you, Sean. For years, I will talk about how I wanted to change the world. But I always left it up for someone else to do. Then I finally realized I needed to take a stand. And that by changing my thinking, I could change my life. And that's how I could change the world. So let there be peace. I am a stand for peace. Let there be love. I am a stand for love. Let there be joy. I am a stand for joy. We are making a new world now. Let there be peace. I am a stand for peace. Let there be love. I am a stand for love. Let there be joy. I am a stand for joy. We are making a new world now. So let there be peace. I am a stand for peace. Let there be love. I am a stand for love. Let there be joy. I am a stand for joy. We are making a new world now. We are making a new world, making a new world, making a new